So iOS 18.4 has just officially came out, so it's our time to go and take a look at iOS 18.4.1 and see what this next version of software could end up bringing. Now, first things first, the big thing to keep in mind here is that if you are going to go through and, if you're thinking about iOS in terms of the updates that have came out, Apple does kind of notoriously push out a point X update, at least on iOS, 18. They have been pretty good at that, but they just haven't been good at the timeliness of these next updates. What I mean by that is when we take a look at historically what Apple's been doing, they've been giving us like point X, point 1 updates, point X, point 2 updates, but nothing super crazy, and they've been kind of lacking in terms of how long they've been supporting their devices. Meaning, like if they're pushing out we might not get iOS 18.5 until like a month from now. And I feel like, in my personal opinion, Apple needs to do a better job at giving us regular, updates. If they're going to push out a security update or whatever they're going to do, they have to start pushing out more regular updates, because there are still lots and lots of issues within iOS 18. And before iOS 19 comes out, Apple has to go through and fix these types of problems. There's no reason why Apple should go through and still give us these types of issues inside of this type of phone, because the iOS 19 update might not come out for the iPhone 10 or 10s or 10s Max. So when we take a look at that, I think Apple is probably going to do a better job at kind of going through and giving us a better type of experience. I do feel like Apple is going to go through and kind of focus in on these types of issues. So when it comes down to iOS 18.4.1, just keep in mind that I do think Apple's going to push out this update sooner rather than later. I have no idea when Apple's going to be pushing this out, but when it comes down to the features and things Apple's going to do here, it does look like Apple's basically going to go through and they're just going to bring in some security fixes and some bug fixes for the most part as well. It's not really going to be anything insane. It's going to be basic stuff that you probably expect. So, like I said, it's not going to be any big updates or anything like that. It's going to be pretty basic, and, it's just going to be some bug fixes and security updates when it comes down to it. So in terms of that basically covers it up there as well. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.